So we'll start and we will go. Hello, everyone. I'm Liv Antilla, also known as Liv for Hoops across all social media platforms. And today we are lucky with our next guest, who is the head coach of Southern Women's Basketball. They're the returning SWAC regular season champs, the SWAC tournament champs, and this past season, his team made history by becoming the first SWAC women's program to ever win an NCAA tournament game. They faced the toughest non-schedule in the entire country. They knocked off Power Four teams and prove that Southern belongs at the top when we're speaking of HBCUs best. Joining us now is head coach Carlos Funches. Hi, Coach Funches.
How you doing, Liv?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing great. Doing great. Just working, trying to get ready to start this conference season.
In 2 days, we got to get right to it.
Yeah, it came around really quick.
Thank you so much for joining me. We will get right into it. So, Coach Funches, when you look back on last season, so we'll start last season and work into this season. The you were the SWAC regular season champs, tournament champs, as I said, and you won an NCAA tournament game. How was that for you as a veteran coach having such success? And also, how did that help you with recruiting going into this season?
Well, winning always helps when it comes to recruiting. Most players want to go to a program that's had some kind of success. So that really helped us. And, with the transfer portal like it is now, everything was moving so fast. We lost some time because we did go to the NC2A tournament, which you don't mind, losing some recruiting time when it comes to that. But I thought we did a really good job and a thorough job of replacing what we lost last year.
Mhm.
But, going into the conference season, I thought we had an opportunity, if we played well and stayed healthy, to win the regular season. And, of course, go on and have a good run if we were peaking at the right time and win the tournament. And we were just blessed enough to be able to win both of them.
I love that. And for those who don't know, you've given almost two entire decades to Southern. So to win, to get all those championship, those rings, and then winning an NCAA tournament, what did that mean for you, especially winning on a national stage? Like everyone was talking about Southern basketball when you guys won that game.
Well, to me, I mean, it was good as a coach, but I was more so happy for the young ladies that, they started back in June,
Mhm.
sacrificing vacations, putting a lot of hours in when people a lot of people don't see that, all the work that they put in prior to the season starting, before you playing on television. Sometimes you're in the gym by yourself in the middle of June or July working out. All the work that they put in to see that culminate into a championship, and especially a regular season championship as well as a conference tournament championship. That's where I get my joy from watching them be successful.
And you hit it right on the nail on the head. So many people don't like basketball is such a long season, and the student athletes who play that sport, like they miss all, like in every single season they're missing everything because they're dedicating to the
Right.
craft or they're in season. So you hit that right on the nail on the head. And then when we hop into this season, coming off such a successful season, you guys are preseason ranked number one. And then we get into the nitty-gritty of the schedule. You guys faced six AP top 25 teams. So why was it so important for you to schedule that aggressively in your out of conference play?
Well, we always have a tough non-conference schedule. You get a chance to play against different styles of basketball. Some teams going to press, some teams going to play man, some teams going to play some 2-3 zone. You're going to get a chance to see a variety of different defenses. And defensively, you're going to have to play a variety of defenses. Some zone, some man. You're going to press a little bit. So you're going to see just about every style of basketball possible prior to you getting in the conference. And most of the time, the players that we're playing against, even on the wings, are bigger. You have it's a big size difference when you're playing these Power Four schools. So, just making those adjustments and being able to make them on the fly.
Mhm.
And just coming together as a team through adverse situations, I think is really important when it comes down to playing your conference schedule. You'll be ready and prepared for all of that. But, it's always tough. It's always some growing pains.
Mhm.
Sometimes you might be down by 30, but you have to keep playing and you have to be consistent with what you're doing and be disciplined with what you're doing. And that's what I try to get out of our non-conference schedule.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we see that I was digging in deep, doing a lot of research on the seasons you had at Southern as the head coach, and every single year, your team has finished in the top four defensively in the SWAC. And even despite your intense out of conference schedule, you guys still sit number three right now defensively playing those top-notch teams, and you played multiple other unranked Power Four schools. So as you got continue through and you start conference play, was it hard to schedule high level non-conference opponents who aren't P4s? So like, are you looking to schedule mid majors maybe and mix it up, or are the P4s kind of where you guys want to live? Or is your team being viewed differently after, having such a successful season?
Well, sometimes it's just all about timing when it comes to scheduling. We don't really particularly look at who it is most of the time. If it's a Power Four school, we'll go play them. We just go out and try to work hard and try to improve regardless of the competition. But a lot of teams like to play home and home. We do play some money games they call them, but we have to do that to keep our program where it is and to be able to go to summer school and things like that. So that's just a part of it. But we're going to go out and compete each and every night, regardless of who it's going to be.
Exactly. And you handed Arizona their first loss of the season on their home floor, and then followed it up just a few days later by beating Houston. What did those two specific wins tell you about your team?
Well, I thought we started out the season against UCLA and some of the other Power Four schools, just learning how to win. That was the thing. And I thought we kept growing and growing, and just everything came together. Our issue was scoring the basketball. I thought defensively against Arizona, we were going to be really good. They didn't have a great size advantage on us, and my only issue was, well, we're going to be able to score enough points to win the game, and we did that. If we can score 70 points, we have an opportunity to win a bunch of games. And then the same thing with Houston. I thought we were going to be able to slow them down, but we had to score enough points. 50 points not going to win a basketball game for you, not a Division I basketball game most of the time. So when we got up around that 60 to 65 mark, I thought we had opportunity to win. And, we're going to have some tough teams like that in our conference.
Mhm.
So we're going to have to continue to get better and continue to grow.
Yeah, and I think people who aren't familiar with the SWAC don't know, like, outside, once you get into conference play, how competitive, physical, aggressive it is. And those rivalry games will always bring out another level of intensity when you're playing them. And so I get what you're saying. And when I broke your guys' team down, I was saying how you're not going to find like a standout offensive star. They really look for mismatches, and they don't care who gets the bucket as long as the bucket's made. And so that's kind of how I've seen your team, as like in against Arizona, Demaya Porter went and she did her thing. She really like shined bright that game. And then the next game, you had a different leading scorer. And then versus SMU, even though that was a loss, Jalea really like found her offensive stride and had double-digit points. And so it's kind of like who's hot, who's not. Let's find the mismatch, and like let's just find the open shot.
Well, that's just one thing that these young ladies do. They're going to be selfless.
Mhm.
So whoever has the open shot is going to take it. Like you said, we do have players that's capable of scoring 20 plus points a night. It could be anybody. It might be Demar Porter 2 games in a row, but it could be Jalea, Zaria Hurston. We just spread it around, and whoever has the best shot, that's the shot we want to try to take each and every time. And if you're going to win championships, everybody's going to have to play a role. Some nights you might have to go out and score 20 points. Some nights you might have to score 5 points and be a defensive, a lockup player.
Mhm.
So, that's just a part of it. And, I'm just so gracious that we have some young ladies that's willing to sacrifice their individual accolades for team accolades.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have a defensive stopper in Deshante Edwards who
Yeah.
she can be that scorer, but she's definitely, I've seen these past 2 seasons commit to the role of their best guard. I'm on you all night. Like she's on them like white on rice.
Well, I mean, when you look at Deshante, I mean, she can score the basketball, of course, but most of her energy is exerted on defense. I mean, she's one of the best on-ball defenders in the country.
Mhm.
You look at Jocelyn Tate; she's another one. She's a defensive stopper. Justine Dixon, and all three of those young ladies can score double-figure points. They're capable of getting 20 any night. But I mean, whatever it takes to get the win, and they're willing to do that.
And that's what you want from a team. You want a selfless team, and you also have depth. And that helps when you hit March. In
That's
every
right.
single one of your games, you played at minimum 10 players, and you have 10
Yeah.
players averaging double figures. And so I'm like, wow, he really has players he can trust in different moments, different lineups. And so can you speak to how that helps you through the SWAC play coming into the tournament when March is here?
Well, again, when you know you're going to play, that means in practice you're going to have to be prepared, and everybody's going to be locked in. I think that's one of the important things, and they cheer for each other. So everybody's going to play. Everybody's kind of learning their role, getting the rotations down. I'm still tinkering with our rotations a little bit. We pretty much have, our rotations down, but we're going to make a few changes here and there. But I mean, everybody's going to play. They're going to come in. They're going to give it 100%. And they're going to cheer for the sister. Regardless if you're having a good game or if you're having a bad game, you cheer for your teammates,
Yeah.
and that's what we do. And again, we're going to play at least 10, 11 a game. Sometimes we're stronger in certain areas when we go to the bench,
Mhm.
and I always like to keep a balanced lineup on the court. So they pretty much know the rotations unless somebody gets in foul trouble or something. But, that's just our philosophy.
Yeah. And then coming into conference play, which you start in just 2 days, January 1st, what excites you most about this group as you prepare to defend your title with pieces you had last year and the new additions?
Well, we have 9 new players, and of course, you're going to be the hunted. When you're the champion, you're gonna get everybody's best shot.
Mhm.
So just staying mentally prepared and not taking any days off, even in practice. Just trying to get better each and every day and staying grounded and not forgetting what got you to this point. And we still have a long way to go. If you're going to win a championship, you have to continue to get better each and every day. And they've been working extremely hard. I'm proud with our progression, and hopefully we'll keep trending in the right direction.
And then lastly, what message do you want to send to the rest of the country and the conference, the SWAC, about Southern women's basketball moving forward?
Well, we're just going to come out. We're going to stay humble. We're a blue collar group of young ladies. They work well together, and they're really good in the classroom. Over the last 8 years, we have a 100% graduation rate. So it's not just strictly basketball for these young ladies. It's also academics. We had a really good GPA once again in the fall semester, and they're serious about the academics as well as winning championships. And they want to represent the institution and themselves and the program in the right way on and off the court. So we want to make sure that our Jaguar Nation family is going to be proud of us. So we strive to do that each and every day.
I love that. And yes, student athletes are more than just the sport they play. They're a student first, and then they are so much more than just basketball. So I love that you noted that because it is very important. And so to wrap this up, the SWAC conference season starts literally January 1st, 2026, and Southern is on the slate. They have a home game against Prairie View. And if you can't catch them Thursday at 2 p.m. Central on SWAC TV, you can catch them right away Saturday, January the 3rd at 2:30 p.m. against Texas Southern. So you're starting off conference season against the SWAC schools, but at least you're at home. So
That's right.
thank you so much for joining me,
January 1st, New
coaches.
Year's Day. So
Right?
we're gonna get out there. We're gonna be really excited and go out and try to put on a good performance.
Yeah, so make sure you support the Lady Jags and Coach Funches as they look to defend both of their SWAC titles this season.
And Liv, thank you for everything that you do to promote HBCUs and women's basketball. Thank you so much. You do a great job.
Thank you. That means a lot.